There's a lot of distinctions between the companion model and maybe more traditional shift models. Most agencies that provide supported living services utilize a shift model where you have one shift come in and they work for a period of time, and then the second shift comes in and so forth. With the companion model, it's really a shared home, shared life approach. So it's two roommates living together, one of which is a person that has needs and the other is providing the care and the support, but essentially they're roommates. Terence is a guy that I'm really attached to. I met Terence a couple of years ago. Immediately when I got to know Terence, I started thinking back to the time I was working in Tennessee doing the companion approach and how much Terence's life would change and benefit from a companion approach. After I left the HAB Center, came to RHD, and we started utilizing the companion approach to support people, I think I might have the model that's perfect for him.
Me and Terrence's relationship has grown a lot. I noticed that when we first moved into the home, he stayed in his room a lot. Now he comes out and talks to me and have conversations. He'll watch TV with me. He's always talking about stuff that he may want to do. He's changed a whole lot. He'll just hang out and talk, and we'll laugh and joke about some things. Terrence, he's a very likable person. I mean, he's funny, but he always keep a smile on your face. He's always smiling. He's always in a good mood for the most parts. It's hard not to develop a friendship or a caring relationship for somebody that you see every day. I consider Terrence a friend. Even if I wasn't a companion, I still would be friends with Terrence. Terrence really likes working at the day program. He likes making money. When he comes home from work, he has this can, and he loves counting his money. I think it really helps him because it feels like he's doing his part for society. When he's working over at the day program. He likes everybody over here. He talks about it. Now people are nice to him and they're friendly, and they support him with his work and everything over here. He really likes it. It's really good. I mean, it's real supportive for him. It's doing wonderful things for his behavior and spirit. Terrence has around maybe 60, 70 movies. It's very impressive. He always talks about it. He just said he collected them a lot. He's always collected movies. His mom is a movie lover, so I think he picked that up from her. Terrence loves outings. He's always asking me, what are we doing today? It could be anything. We're going to the mall. We're just going for a walk. It really boosts his spirit. I think he loves to be out. And he really loved the trip out to the arch in downtown St. Louis. He really loved that. He liked the arch. He just liked the exercise. He just liked being out. His face just brightens up when he's out. He really loves that.
In my 10 years of doing the companion model, I've seen many examples of where people have benefited in the companion model versus being supported in other models. Eric's a guy that we support. He's been supported in group homes. He's been supported in other shift type approaches. Prior to being supported by RHD in the companion model, he had been hospitalized 6 times. And I think it was just about him not having a lot of control over his home and over his life. And in the companion model, that control is built into the models.
Previously, Eric was in a home and it was the shift model. Eric's activities were determined by what would fit into the shift. Here in his home, although Samuel is his companion, they've developed a friendship, and so the activities are what they both want to do jointly. And how it's helped Eric is it's his home. It's not somebody else's.
I like my room. All my cars. No tractors, lot cars. I like my trucks. My trucks make wheelies. I like my trucks. They cool.
Eric is involved in a Boy Scout troop. It is a troop that's been around for 35 or 40 years, comprised of scouts that range in age from 18 to 55. In this troop we have 7 or 8 Eagle Scouts. It's a very active bunch of guys that does things similar to any other Boy Scout troop. They're a very close-knit group. They love to be together. They love to camp. They love to hike. They love to do anything any other normal scout would do.
With the compounded model, the job is like a blessing. When you help somebody and you help them to reach their goal, that's a great blessing to you. Y'all said, this is my friend. This is my buddy. He's like a brother to me.
Dawn had never been away from her mom. Mom and Dad, knowing that they need to make plans for Dawn, started looking at options. We were really nervous about the transition period for Dawn and, never being away from her mom for 24 hours in a 30-year period, how she would adjust to that change and how she would adjust to having a roommate. She's done really well. She adjusted better than we ever thought she could.
The hardest decision we had to make was placing Dawn. She's lived at home for 31 years. When we took this on, I think it was harder on me than it was on Dawn, but she has adjusted very well. I'm very pleased. And the months of tears, and I remember waking my husband up during the middle of the night. I can't do this. Let's change. But it has all been good. I have to remember that.
Basically, Dawn and I are just like roommates. We live together. This is our house. We sing songs together. I was a music major, so sometimes I play guitar and sing with her. She really likes to go for walks and do stuff outside. She gets really excited. She loves that. Dawn really likes Sophie. She's really hyper, but surprisingly around Dawn, she's usually pretty calm. I think she can sense that she needs to settle down a little bit, but Dawn likes to hug her. She's just a good companion for Dawn. She doesn't have to talk to her. She just plays with her, and they have fun together.
I couldn't have been more surprised that it would work out the way it did, and that Noel would find such wonderful staff that I trust with my daughter. As I said, I just am amazed, and parents I tell about the program, first everybody said, oh no, there's no way it'll work. Parents were against it, and now they're like, what agency are you with? They'd like to try it and learn more about it now, and I've just been completely pleased, and what a burden lifted off our shoulders. I swore I would never place my daughter, and there just come situations where you have to, or maybe they are ready. I don't know. I'd love to get in her mind one day, but it seems like she's happy, and that's all we want. So.
The companion model promotes development of trusting and respectful relationships. It relies heavily on the formation of and continued support of the relationship between the consumer and companions. Given the amount of times together and the roommate relationship that's formed between the companion and consumer, long-lasting friendships are created. And naturally, the companion takes a large role in coordinating services and becomes the primary contact for families. So this often results in a bond between the families and the companion as well. This model has given me the ability to really get to know families, not just on a professional level because I'm supporting their son or daughter, but on a personal level as well.